You can never know what Johnny Depp is hiding under his heart. The battles he fights within. By October 2025, the mystery behind the smile. Johnny Depp, the man whose eyes have told 1,000 stories even before his lips ever moved. To millions, he is the face of Captain Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, and so many unforgettable characters who live rent-free in our hearts. But behind that calm smile, behind the dark eyeliner and charming smirk, lies a man carrying unseen storms. Those who admire him can feel it, the weight of something heavy, something deep that even time couldn't completely heal. Depp's life has always been an open book in the public eye, yet the most powerful chapters remain hidden inside his heart. He has faced battles that fame, money, and applause could never silence. What we see is an artist, but what we don't see is a man fighting wars within himself. Wars between pain and peace, between love and loss, between forgiveness and memories that refuse to fade. A life written in shadows and light. Johnny Depp's journey has been extraordinary. From a young boy in Owensboro, Kentucky, dreaming of music, to one of the most celebrated actors in the world. But even his rise to fame carried shadows. His childhood was marked by instability and emotional turbulence. He often spoke about the chaos of his early years, moving from one place to another, witnessing conflicts, and growing up in an environment where he never felt truly safe. That insecurity shaped him. It taught him to hide his emotions behind humor and roles. Acting became his safe place, a way to escape the pain of reality. Yet it also became a double-edged sword. The more he played others, the less he allowed himself to truly be himself. The world applauded his talent, but very few realized that each role he took carried a piece of his inner pain. For Depp, life has always been a performance, not in the sense of falseness, but as a shield. The mask he wears isn't only for the camera. It's a protection, a way to keep the world from seeing how fragile he sometimes feels inside. The silent wars of the heart. Johnny Depp's battles have never been limited to courtrooms, scandals, or public controversies. His real war is internal. He has spoken before about loneliness and the price of fame. When the lights dim and the crowd disappears, he returns to his quiet world, often filled with memories of heartbreak and loss. He once said in an interview, "My biggest fear is being alone with my thoughts." That statement alone tells more about his inner struggles than 1,000 rumors ever could. The silence that surrounds him is not peace. It's often a battlefield. The actor who made millions laugh with his pirate antics often finds it hard to smile for himself. The man who gave the world magic sometimes finds his own life lacking it. He carries grief like a silent melody, one that plays in the background of his soul. Love, loss, and the scars that never fade. Behind every artist lies a love story that shaped them. And for Johnny Depp, love has been both his inspiration and his torment. From his passionate romances to the heartbreaks that followed, each relationship left a mark, not always visible, but deeply emotional. His love stories have been public, sometimes painfully so. But few understand how deeply he feels, how each bond for him is sacred. He doesn't love lightly. When he gives his heart, he gives it entirely, and when it breaks, it takes a long time to heal. Even now, fans believe he hides emotions for someone from his past, a love that lingers like a ghost in his soul. Those who know him well say he never truly moves on. He simply learns to live with the ache. It's not about regret. It's about remembering the beauty and the pain of loving deeply. His heart, once filled with laughter and wild romance, now carries memories of what was lost. And perhaps that is the real reason behind his quiet demeanor. A man who has loved too much and been hurt too deeply. Fame. The blessing and the curse. The world sees fame as a dream, but for Johnny Depp it's a complex maze. It gave him everything: recognition, wealth, respect, but it also took away the simplicity of life. Every move, every word, every expression is analyzed and judged. For years he lived under a microscope, his privacy invaded, his emotions dissected. Fame made him an icon, but it also made him a prisoner. His real self often had to hide behind walls to survive the noise of the outside world. He has often been misinterpreted, the quiet moments mistaken for arrogance, his emotions turned into headlines. Depp once shared that fame doesn't change you. It changes how people treat you. And that's one of the saddest truths he's learned. People stopped seeing the man and they saw the myth. And somewhere along the way, the man inside grew tired of pretending. Art is therapy. His escape through creation, Johnny Depp has always found healing in art, music, painting, and film. When words fail, he turns to art to express what cannot be spoken. His paintings often feature haunting faces, soulful eyes, and bursts of emotion. Every brushstroke tells a story, of pain, of memory, of survival. He once said that when he paints, he finds peace. It's his way of talking to himself, of releasing the tension that builds inside. Music, too, has been his faithful companion. On stage with his guitar, he becomes free. Not the Hollywood star, not the public figure, but simply Johnny, the boy who once dreamed of melodies instead of movies. Through art, he keeps himself alive. It's not just a passion. It's a lifeline, a reminder that even in pain, beauty can be created, a father's tender heart. If there's one part of his life that keeps him grounded, it's his children, Lily Rose and Jack Depp. They are his pride, his strength, and his reason to keep moving forward. He once said that becoming a father changed everything for him. It taught him what real love feels like, unconditional, protective, and pure. No matter how chaotic life became, his children remained his constant source of light. He has often expressed how watching them grow gives him hope. In their eyes, he finds redemption. When he talks about them, there's a softness that replaces his usual guarded tone. Yet even here, there's a quiet battle. He worries about their future, about how the world views him, about how his past might shadow them. His love for them is endless, but so is his fear of failing them. This too is one of the hidden struggles he carries silently. The pain behind the eyes. There's something about Johnny Depp's eyes. They tell a story, even when his lips don't. They hold depth, sorrow, nostalgia, and strength all at once. Fans often say that when you look into his eyes, you feel like you're looking into a storm, beautiful yet haunting. That's because behind those eyes lies a man who has seen too much. Betrayal, loss, fame, and loneliness. He carries the ghosts of his past, but he never lets them define him. He chooses kindness, humor, and gentleness even when he's hurting inside. His resilience is not loud, it's quiet, patient, and deeply human. That's why people love him not just as an actor, but as a soul who never gave up on love, art, or hope, no matter how dark the nights became. The public silence. A shield against the world, Depp rarely opens up about his emotions in interviews anymore. He has learned that silence sometimes protects peace. The world has twisted his words before, so now he chooses to let his actions speak. Whether through his films, his paintings, or his music, he reveals fragments of what's inside, but never the whole story. That silence, though, carries meaning. It's not indifference. It's wisdom. He has realized that not every pain deserves an audience, and not every emotion can be explained. Some feelings are meant to be carried quietly like sacred scars. He walks through life now with a certain calmness, not because he has healed completely, but because he has made peace with his battles. He knows that some wars are meant to be fought within, not in front of the world. The man beneath the legend. When the cameras fade and the applause dies down, Johnny Depp is just a man, fragile, thoughtful, and human. He still wrestles with memories, still questions himself, still hides certain truths that only his heart understands. But perhaps that's what makes him so beloved. He is imperfect, and that imperfection is beautiful. His life reminds us that even the strongest souls have moments of weakness. Even the brightest stars carry darkness within. He doesn't seek pity. He seeks understanding. He doesn't want to be idolized. He wants to be seen, not as a hero or villain, but as a man who tried to love, create, and survive. A heart still searching for peace today, at 62, Johnny Depp stands as a symbol of endurance. He has faced storms that would have broken others, yet he remains, quietly, gracefully, and unapologetically himself. His heart, though bruised, still beats with hope. He still believes in love, still believes in art, still believes that somewhere in the chaos of life, there is peace waiting for him. Maybe he hasn't found it completely yet, but he's closer than ever. Behind his charm lies a story of pain turned into poetry, of heartbreak turned into art, of silence that speaks louder than any words. You can never truly know what Johnny Depp hides under his heart, but you can feel it, every time he looks at the world with those soulful eyes. Conclusion. The unseen symphony of Johnny Depp's soul, Johnny Depp's life, is not just a tale of fame and fortune. It's a story of survival. It's about a man who fell, who broke, who loved, and who still stands. His hidden battles are not weaknesses. They are the proof of his strength. He fights every day, not for fame, not for headlines, but for his own peace. And perhaps that's what makes him timeless. His heart may be battlefield, but it's also where his art. Friends, subscribe the channel.